The Blind Side is allegedly based on a lie.
I can't tell what's real anymore.
In explosive new allegations, former NFL lineman and Super Bowl champion Michael Oher, whose ostensible adoption by a well-to-do Tennessee family as a teenager made for a feel-good book and 2009 Hollywood smash, is claiming that the family that took him in actually tricked him into being placed in a conservatorship.
Was everything a lie?
Essentially, instead of adopting him, Oher claims that the Tuohy family misled him into signing away his legal decision-making power, allowing them to control his name, image, and likeness and reap the financial benefits of his life story. Simply put, Oher is claiming that he was blindsided by the Tuohys, and we're going to dig into this messy saga right now. Sit back, relax, and take this in. Let's rewind to 2009. It was a huge, life-changing year for Oher. That year, Oher was selected in the first round of the NFL draft out of Ole Miss, ended up finishing second in Offensive Rookie of the Year voting after starting all 16 games for the Baltimore Ravens, and had his remarkable journey from poverty and homelessness to the NFL immortalized on the silver screen. The Blind Side, which was adapted from Michael Lewis's 2006 book of the same name, grossed over $300 million at the box office, and it also earned Sandra Bullock a Best Actress Oscar for her portrayal of Leanne Tuohy, the matriarch of the white family that ostensibly adopted a teenaged and then homeless Oher and shepherded him towards college and eventually the NFL. For the record, Oher has long taken issue with his depiction in the film, which presented him as unintelligent and largely ignorant of football until the Tuohys took him in.
Will you teach me to football?
And the movie was also widely criticized for perpetuating the white savior trope. Nevertheless, the film's immense popularity turned Oher into one of football's rare recognizable offensive linemen, but it also did wonders for the Tuohy family, giving them national recognition that they parlayed into a highly successful charitable organization, plenty of high-profile media attention, and even a reality TV show for Leanne. However, as the now-retired Oher recently alleged, the story that launched the Tuohys into the national spotlight and enriched them greatly was based on a lie.
It was just a little white lie.
In a petition filed August 14th in a Tennessee court, Oher claimed that he was led to believe the Tuohys had adopted him when in fact they had tricked him into making them his conservators. In other words, when he signed what he believed were adoption papers, Oher was actually signing away his decision-making power to the Tuohys, who were effectively granting control over Oher's financial and personal affairs, including his right to control his name, image, and likeness. Typically, conservatorship is reserved for minors or those incapacitated by mental or physical disabilities, but Oher was a legal adult on his way to college when the Tuohys allegedly misled him into giving them control. And as his petition to end the conservatorship explains, the Tuohys leveraged that control to profit off Oher's story. As the filing reads, the lie of Michael's adoption is one upon which co-conservators Leanne Tuohy and Sean Tuohy have enriched themselves at the expense of their ward. Specifically, the petition alleges that the Tuohys and their two children each received $225,000 up front from 20th Century Fox for the film rights to Oher's life story, as well as 2.5% of the film's net proceeds. Meanwhile, Oher himself received nothing.
What the f***?
Ultimately, the petition paints a picture of deceit and opportunism by the Tuohys, who allegedly even asked Oher to call them mom and dad despite there being no official familial connection, and argues that the profits they made through their duplicitous conservatorship should be given over to Oher. As you might expect, however, the Tuohys are disputing Oher's claims.
We're all shocked.
In a statement provided by their attorney, Leanne and Sean Tuohy slammed Oher's claims as outlandish and hurtful and characterized his petition as a shakedown effort. They also alleged that Oher had, quote, run this play before and dismissed his petition as an attempt to drum up attention for his ongoing book tour. Sean Tuohy also said that, contrary to Oher's claims, the Tuohys didn't make any money off the movie, though he then claimed that the family did in fact receive half of book author Michael Lewis's share, which they then evenly distributed throughout the family, Oher included. Meanwhile, Sean Tuohy Jr., or SJ, disputed the claim that Oher wasn't aware of the conservatorship until this past February. He alleged that Oher threatened years ago in a family group chat to go public if the Tuohys didn't compensate him financially. Still, despite their public posturing, the Tuohys eventually agreed to end the roughly 2-decade-long conservatorship, with one of their attorneys noting that they intend to enter into a consent order to terminate the arrangement. But while that may bring Oher some closure and possibly some recompense, it's clear that this one-time feel-good story is not going to have a happy ending.